Now, this weekend's coming up fast. I got to get some fuel in the boat. I got to find my camping gear because I haven't used it in years. So I got to dig all that out, figure out what I need. I guess I got to bring something to cook with too. I got to figure out a menu. I got to figure out a cooler. It's been a while since I've been camping.
Hey everybody, it's Kyle and Garret here. Another segment of Behind the Scenes with J2P, where we're just talking about different strategies and the real work that goes on to try to get into these tournaments on our journey to become pros. So hey Kyle.
Hello. Yeah, for those of you that were of the same mindset as me, quite frankly, there's a lot more work than I thought. It's fun, it's exciting, but holy cow.
Yeah,
it's a lot of work.
So our good friend Dan Coates over at Valley Fashion, so give him a shout out. He's our Valley Fashions is our clothing sponsor, and he said, they outfit tons and tons of fishing pros, and he had said at our last meeting, there is a lot of work, and you guys trying to do this with full-time jobs, and pros don't just spend some time on the boat. They are, they're doing the accommodations and the sponsors and all of the work behind it. And again, we want nothing more than that, but it is a bit of work. So
this weekend, I would say, I would bet it's a 90% go for Falcon. And I think our options are A, the province changes restrictions. You and I are in the same boat. B, we have to be in separate boats. C, I tow you behind on an inflatable llama.
Right, with my water wings, and as long as I'm at least 6 feet behind the boat, we're good.
By all indications from the province, I think they're gonna allow people outdoor gatherings this weekend, so we're probably a go for that. However, I don't think they're gonna go very far back on the restrictions. They're not gonna go far enough back that we're gonna be able to be together off the boat. So when it comes to campgrounds, the last restrictions they had, you could not be on the same campsite. So
that's considered somebody's house. Yeah,
exactly. So I thank you very much for offering to let me use your RV while you stay in a tent on another site. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. You're going to be cozy, and I might be wet.
Well, and what's
supposed to be raining, so you're going to be there for pre-fishing and setting up a tent in the rain. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain almost all day Friday. Yeah, so what the viewers don't know is the last tournament was supposed to be, I don't even remember, like June, July, May 29th, 30th? Does that sound right? Yeah, May 29th, 30th. So we had planned all of our accommodations. They still had the restrictions, but I booked Kyle and myself separate campsites, but in the same bay at Falcon, so that basically at least I could help him set up a tent or whatever, right? And we were still obeying restrictions. Now, obviously, camping season is right in there and everything's been booked up. So we're kind of wondering if we have to go this weekend, what's happening? Well, I checked a couple of days ago, and I managed to find one tenting site at Falcon Beach campground for Kyle, nothing for myself. And then a day later, I was able to find one at West Hawk. So I'm within 5 minutes of you, but we're at completely different campgrounds. It's not like I can even walk to your site. I have to actually drive. And if I've got the boat hooked up to the camper, I'm probably not going anywhere.
Now, this weekend's coming up fast. It's already late
Tuesday
here
night,
on
and
Tuesday.
You're going out Friday morning, so
I'm going out Friday morning. I've only got
2 sleeps.
Basically 2 more nights.
Yeah.
So I still got to get storage figured out in the boat. I've got to get new line on a few of my rods that have got old line and get lures set up on those. I got to get some fuel in the boat. I got to find my camping gear because I haven't used it in years. So I got to dig all that out, figure out what I need. I guess I got to bring something to cook with too. I got to figure out a menu. I got to figure out a cooler. It's been a while since I've been camping, so stuff scattered all over.
Where is the nearest Subway? The Subway restaurants, because you know, we are sponsored by Subway restaurants for our meals at tournaments, so we should probably find that out. I don't know if we have to backtrack too far.
Well, I could find that out right now. I can take a couple of sandwiches, but they're not going to last all weekend. So, you know, it'll get me through Friday, but I'm going to have to bring a cooler for some other stuff.
Why don't we do this? I can prepare the food in the camper, and you can just.
Oh, that's right.
You can just drive into the pickup window.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you. No, seriously, like, you know, I can buy some steaks. Like, it's not like you're gonna have to eat out of a paper bag.
Well, and it's just more convenient because you have a fridge, right?
Yeah.
So if I got to spend the whole weekend without a fridge, it just makes it a little bit more difficult.
So why don't we say this? Don't worry about cookware.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, bring a water bottle, and you know, you want to be able to do whatever you're going to do. But I'll prepare all the meals. You know, I've got Tupperware containers, whatever. You can just come by, pick that up, give it to me the next day. I can wash it. Obviously, I've got the sink and everything. At least you don't have to worry about that part of it. Let's talk about the tournament itself. So I looked at the rules. It's kind of cool how they say you get the serial number and then you take the fish. But now I'm used to holding the fish with my left hand under the gill and doing this, which means it's the right hand side of the fish that's facing.
Oh yeah, I saw that. They want it always
has to be the left.
Yeah.
So when you're picking up the fish underneath the gills, you have to pick it up with your right hand and then scoop and do the hero shot like this. And then you got to turn the fish this way so that it's left side. Because they still want to have the same side facing up. Yeah. Yeah, because I guess they want to make sure it's the same fish. Yeah. And then the mouth has to be closed and the tail has to be pinched. And then right after that, with the same camera or the same phone, they want a video of it being released and it has to swim down towards the bottom.
And that video has to start with it on the bump board.
Yes, in position number 2, they called it. So yeah. It's really, really cool. I love it, but
there will be guys that will try and cheat.
Yeah,
somebody's going to get caught.
Well, did you see the thing about they had 2 anonymous ambassadors driving around, or auditors, and you won't know who they are? Like, to me, it's not only banned from that, you probably might get kicked out of KWT. Like, it's not worth it.
Oh, if you get caught cheating, I hope that you don't just get disqualified, you should get kicked out of the whole series.
Yeah. All right, so I asked about the bump board. They said something in there, like, if you have any questions about your bump board, like, call in, but you have a regulation bump board, right? I mean, it's got...
Yeah, it's a brand new steel regulation Cabela's bump board. I'm sure that it's fine.
I'm sure that's fine.
Got inches and centimeters on it.
They did say something about getting the email blanks emailed to you that you can write your serial number. So the idea is you've got pieces of paper that say serial number and a big line, and then they text that to you at 7:30 in the morning on each day. And you have to handwrite in the serial number.
And they have like a specific sheet we're supposed to use?
Yeah, it said it was going to be emailed, and then I imagine we have to print a bunch of copies.
Yeah.
And that has to be in each picture.
They'll be hosting a rules meeting Friday night to go over everything. Keep checking the KWT Facebook page for updates.
Okay.
So I'm like, rules meeting, like, you can't have that in person, so I'm guessing that's going to be an online meeting?
Probably Zoom.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so you're going to be already at the campground. I'm going to... We're allowed to pre-fish till 6 p.m. I don't know if you want to pre-fish till 6 p.m. if it's going to be that wet.
Well, that, and I mean, I still got to... At some point, I got to set up my tent and everything, right?
Yeah, and you can't check in until 1 o'clock.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh no, sorry. 3 o'clock, I think. Check-in time. Oh, 4 p.m. You can't check in until 4 p.m.
Okay, well then we might as well fish till 4.
Yeah.
and that's another whole problem.
Yeah.
We're going into a walleye tournament on Falcon Lake, and I've caught many a walleye in my life, but 2 weeks ago and the week before that, those are my first 2 times ever fishing Falcon Lake.
Yeah.
And although I caught fish, all I caught was pike. So basically Friday, we We got 1 day to figure this lake out.
Correction, you have 1 day to figure this lake out.
Right, you've been there.
No, what I mean is the last time that I caught a
Well, are
fish,
you not coming out for pre-fish?
I don't know what I'm going to do. Am I going to bring up my boat for pre-fish? Like we're going to talk about that now.
Oh,
right?
yeah, because it depends. That's right. The restrictions might not change until Saturday morning. So you can't even come on the boat for pre-fish.
No.
Oh, man.
Now, that's not... Okay, so yesterday they said they were hinting that the restrictions that were going to expire on Friday night were going to expire with the outdoor gatherings. But in today's news conference, they mentioned that tomorrow they're going to be announcing easing of some restrictions.
Oh, okay.
So it's possible that they make an announcement tomorrow, which is only Wednesday, that maybe Friday morning. And if that's the case, then I come out with pre-fish.
Okay. That would be handy.
Yeah.
Because the other thing is, I'm still learning my Lowrance. You know it better than I do. Like, honestly, I think that you should probably be doing all the running of that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
It makes sense. You know the system better.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to learn it,
points.
but during a tournament is not the time to learn it.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, tomorrow's a very important announcement, because if that's the case, and we're allowed to fish together on Friday, then you're not taking your truck. You're going to pack everything into the motorhome. We're going to carpool there. We're going to fish together, and then I'm going to drop you off at your campsite and set that up, right? Which is right by the boat launch. So
that's right. Yeah, I wouldn't have to bring my vehicle because carpooling rules, we can be in there. I just can't stay overnight on the campsite.
There's another practical issue here. Your trolling batteries probably won't last till day 2, I'm guessing.
Oh.
Because we
non-electrical sites.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can run the generator for a little bit, but I mean, in a campground, you don't want to be that guy that's running it till 11 o'clock at night, right? So I can run it for a couple hours, but I don't even know what that's going to do. It probably takes a day to recharge if it's dead, right?
Are any of the sites near you electrical? Bring an extension cord.
Yeah.
Ask politely. Yeah, you pretty much need one either right beside you or across from you or behind you or something.
I mean, it's walking distance, but it's...
Yeah, nobody's going to want extension cords running through 2 or 3 sites. I'll be taking some worms and minnows for pre-fish, but I'm limited on what I can bring because I don't have refrigeration. So
yeah, but I do. So
yeah,
I'll bring leeches and worms. I mean, worms normally aren't being used in the spring. It's mainly going to be minnows or leeches. Worms mainly take over in the summer, but we should have some with us. And I just bought 2 dozen at Cabela's, and I still have 2 dozen, which are 3 weeks old, 2-3 weeks old. So it's probably okay. So that's 4 dozen right there. And I've got obviously pounds and pounds of leeches I can bring. But yeah, I want to throw some plastics, and I think I even have some fake worms, like plastic worms for the bottom bouncing, because you can use an entire night crawler and then have it trail behind the spinner.
Right.
So that'll work as well. But I mean, really, maybe we could be using actual night crawlers if we're going to be trying that over there. I actually think bottom bouncing along there is I think it's going to, depending where the wind is, that's probably going to be pretty successful. That's what I think.
Okay.
But I think we'll see. I think we hit the main spot there first and see what happens. If we're marking fish, we just have to throw everything that we can at it and see what's biting. Okay, I think that's it for now. Obviously, if we think of anything else, we'll talk tomorrow.
All right.
All right.
Send me a note if there's anything else you think of.
Yeah, and I still have to do. I have a valley pickup for jerseys. I'm gonna have to do that in the next 2 days.
We have a plan.
We'll see what happens. There's almost no time to get nervous.
There isn't. Goodness, no. There's no time for that at all.
Yeah. Okay. We will talk tomorrow or on Facebook.
Okay, thanks.
All right. See you later.